But first, this tensions rise in the Strait, as tensions rise in the Strait of Hormuz, as Iran warns ships not following their approved route, saying, quote, any failure to comply, deviation from the designated route, or disregard for the navigation protocols of the Islamic Republic of Iran and the Strait of Hormuz will be met with an immediate enforceable response from the armed forces, endangering the security of the violating vessels.
But President Trump says that Iran is not following America's demands, not the other way around. Watch.
And I hit them 3 times last week very hard because they sent a drone into a ship. I hit them. Then they did something else, and I hit them. I hit them 3 nights in a row. The week before, I hit them 2 nights in a row very hard. And we're negotiating, and we'll see whether or not. I think they've agreed to just about everything we need.
Not really. Here to discuss is Marine combat veteran, Medal of Honor recipient Dakota Meyer. Dakota, great to see you.
Great to see you.
Your thought about where we're at in this process, the MOU is turning out to be a real problem because everyone has a different interpretation of this.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is not going to be a moment in time. This is going to be a journey. This is not going to happen overnight. We're not going to get a deal together to where it's just going to be a make it and leave it. I mean, this is going to be continued negotiations. At least we have a president in there who's looking to get a deal and not to get a war. I think everything he's doing is incredible. I think only time will tell and history will tell. But look, at the end of the day, here's what we can't forget. 3 months ago, Iran was running around. They were boasting about that they had nuclear advances in their proxies. Right now, their Navy's at the bottom of the ocean. They have 3 layers of leadership that's gone. They're about to sit here and bury their supreme leader, who had been in there forever and who is one of the most evil men on the planet. So I think that we're moving in a good spot, and I understand that they're sitting here talking. I mean, they are the experts at misinformation. So look, listening to them is kind of like in basketball, watching somebody's head or watching their waist, right? I mean, look, the president and America are controlling the strait, and they can close it down at any time.
Because we have our own pathway. The one that they have, we're just using the one we have, and that's why they hit our ship last week.
Absolutely. I think the Iranians, and I know the president is on top of this, but I think the Iranians are trying to get to midterms. But look, I think that they've got a president in there that's we've got a leader that's way smarter than them and is gonna get what we need.
Yeah, I guess my biggest concern when it comes to the American public, a lot of the propaganda seems to be working. And I'm just curious, as a former war fighter, how that makes you feel?
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't get involved in the semantics and all of the propaganda, right? I mean, leadership, I trust our leaders, and we don't all know the information, and nobody does. Nobody knows all of these. This is a multi-dimensional problem, right? And the president that's up there, the administration that we have and the team we have leading America right now is the team that America needs. And I'm not concerned about all this misinformation. I mean, I would be doing the same thing. Part of it is desperation. The more misinformation I see coming out is the desperation that Iran has right now to try to figure this out. And then the other piece of it is we've been so successful. They've never been hit this hard.
They haven't been hit at all.
At all. And I mean, the other piece of it is they had a uniform front that you could negotiate with. Now they're probably trying to figure out which way's up and which way's down.
Sure.
Dakota, thank you for your sacrifices. Because of men like you, men and women like you that serve, we're able to celebrate America 250. You saved 36 lives. You recovered the bodies of 4 fallen U.S. service members in Afghanistan on September 8th, 2009. What is your message to America? How are you feeling as we celebrate?
Yeah, look, it's 250 years celebrating this country, But today's not just about celebrating. It's about deciding what the next 250 are going to be like. Patriotism isn't about saying that we're perfect. It's about saying that this country is worth standing for. It's about realizing that we are all more alike. And before we can even have conversations to disagree on, we must understand that we are united as Americans. I'll say for myself, I stood at the White House, watching, at the fight. And I'll tell you, the UFC fight. And when I came out, after all these celebrations are important. These parades in your hometown, go participate in them. Look at the flag. Stand up for the flag. These things matter and these moments matter. I came walking out, and I'll tell you, for myself, there's nothing I am more proud of in my life than knowing that I have earned the right by serving this country to be buried with the flag on my body.
Wow.
I was recently at a funeral, and they presented the flag to the wife, and they were married for 70 years, I think. He was in his 90s. and there wasn't a dry eye in the church. It was so powerful. So thank you. You are going to have that honor.
Thanks, Dakota. We appreciate you, brother.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.